Hello everyone, it's Shanshan, and this video I'm going to keep on talking the Denver event. Actually, this is the last video I'm going to talk about Denver event. And actually, the last day, Sunday evening, for the event, David Wu and David Sharp, they actually got the Opera House in another building, and for all of the all-in people to have the all-in party inside of it. We were truly wondering about what kinds of things they are going to show us. Actually, we've been all sitting down, and then David Wood and David Sharp and also other guys who made very successful leadership in this team, like Tracy Walker, like Tony Raj and Lawrence Tam, all be invited to the stage, and they said, okay, whomever you have any question, this is like a question and answer time. Please just stand in line and then to bring up your question from the microphone, and then we are going to answer your question. So you truly feel like this is a company you're working for, and they are they're trying their best to ensure all of the after service, not only to teach us, to share the experience, to encourage us, but also truly to be sitting down there, listen to your question, not only question about how to run this business, but also something about set up your vision to believe into yourself. And there are so many people being there, and unfortunately the time is so limited, but anyway, I remember one lady was just so excited and so emotional, and she just cried out, and she just appreciated so much about David Wu and David Sharp to help her to set up her vision, to even strengthen her vision, to believe into herself, to be successful. And you could see truly there are thousands of them, so many people's lives being changed by this Empire Network, by this network business. And also, this is like a great community to truly help each other, encouraging each other. So make you feel so positive to be working here, to be making friends with others, to know everybody. So I feel so lucky to get a chance to get into this event and also get to know about Empire Network and David Wu and David Sharp. But anyway, the rest part of video I'm going to share with you guys about some of the questions I've videotaped about other people whomever brought them up to ask, and how those leaders be sitting down there to answer those questions. And I believe some of the tips truly so helpful to you guys right into this internet business. Anyway, give me a thumbs up to this video, and if you want to know more information about how to make money online, how to run into this Empire Network for internet business, come to check my blog. I have more information for you guys, especially the 15K formula is a great project to you guys. Subscribe to my blog, get to know more information. Thank you for watching.
Two-part question, I'll try to make it very quick. My wife and I, we have a brand, our own brand, our own company we've been working on for years, or 4 years, and it's finally starting to show huge promise. Got into Empower Network, and for like the last 2 months, almost like I feel like I'm cheating on my wife. Something I've been spending all my days and nights building is finally starting to show fruits, and I'm shifting gears and trying to build something else, in a completely different niche, by the way. So my second part of my question is because I completely believe in what you guys are doing here, is how do I take the people that have been listening to a message from me for years now in a certain niche, we're in a weight loss niche, and how do I take them and get them in a mindset where they can have it all. I know I give them the body of their lives. I want them to have it all. I want them to have the lifestyle and look good. So how do you bridge that message without feeling like you're sending it someplace else? That's my question.
Okay. I'll start. The first thing I would do is be honest with them. Why are you switching gears?
Because I want them to have it all. I want them
to have
it all.
Is that the only reason you're switching gears?
You know what? Yeah, because I'm really good at what I do. I know that they get. It's like, I believe that until you're completely congruent inside and out, until you have your life is in balance. So if you can look good and be broke, you don't feel good. You can have all the money in the world and not feel good or be healthy, you're still not congruent. I believe when you have your lifestyle, and you love the way you look and feel, you got life by the ass. That's my belief. So I want them to have it all.
What do you want?
Oh, what do I want? I had to make a pretty big goal. So I have $150,000 a month between the next event, and my wife gets a brand new Bentley GT convertible white, camel interior with a great big red ribbon around it. And so I
You've
pulled
seen
it
that
up.
thing a few times, huh?
Pardon me?
You've seen that in your brain a few
Oh
times.
yeah, oh yeah. That's it.
So you want to basically provide a pathway for your team to achieve the success you believe is possible for them.
Absolutely.
And the vehicle that you were using before, you don't believe that's the best vehicle anymore.
Well, no, the vehicle. I don't want to abandon the vehicle that I have passion about, but I want them also to, as I used to hear everything I give them is about how to lose weight and how to get back in shape. I want them to also realize, guess what? Use your story, use your dream, like I did, and create your own new vision. In other words, take your transformation and monetize it. And the only thing I can see that makes it easier for them, especially since this platform you guys launched, this new platform, is to take their blog and their story and turn it into their own empower network. Does that make sense? Take their own transformation and turn it into and monetize it like I did. That's all I did. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
I think he said it. So you want the people to use what they have right now, create results, let's say in the weight loss.
Right.
And you want them to leverage the Empower Network blog platform to share with the world the power of being physically fit.
Achieving your goals, yes.
And then also giving them an opportunity to create some additional income if they choose.
Absolutely.
Well, then that's what you're doing.
So, bridge the message. So you started off saying be honest, but that's where the block is. The block is bridging the message.
Initially, I thought that
I'm just going to toss this out here. You just kind of sold me, so why don't you just tell people what you just told us?
Hey, real quick before you run, I just want to add something here because it's kind of burning a hole in my mind. One of the things that makes great marketing is knowing what the people want. In other words, I've heard you say 4 or 5 times, I want this for them, I want them to have this. But what do they want? That's the key, is to find out what they want. And if you put your feelers out, and I'm going to go back to Tracy because she did something a couple weeks ago that I thought was really great. She surveyed her list. So if you have a list of clients already, or customers, or leads, ask them what they want. Ask them if they'd be open to learning how to really parlay their success with weight loss and fitness and nutrition, whatever it is that you do with them. You're in great shape, man. You look great. Ask them if they're open to learning how to use their story to create financial success to go along with their fitness and health success that you've achieved with them. So ask them what they want. If they like it, they'll volunteer and say, yeah, show me what you did. And it's so much easier to show somebody that's already looking for what you offer than trying to convince somebody that they should have the kind of life or success that you have. It's very unhealthy to want it more for your people than they want it for themselves.
Hey guys, my throat's shot from screaming this weekend. But my question's for Justin Varengia. Now, you guys might not know what we're talking about, so you might have to explain it. I'm going to be going into a sensory deprivation tank tomorrow. I want to control my thoughts, my mind. And I've never done it before, so I want to know what gains you got out of it. Like, how did it change you? And
my question is for Lawrence Tan. You. I was in the top 200 event and you were speaking, and you mentioned that your business shifted after you focused on the back end. And I just joined 4 months ago in Power. I just joined 4 months ago, and I know I'm short, but I just joined 4 months ago. But I'm starting to finally get 1 to 1.5 sales a day, just starting this month. And I know I just joined for just 4 months, and I'm starting to get the results. But you mentioned when you started focusing on the back end, that's when you started making a lot more money. And what are some strategies that you can share to us? Because I'm making that one to 2 sales a day, but it's not, the lifetime value is not that big.
Well, when you said lifetime, you only been for 4 months. So. Let's be relative.
Okay.
But yeah, I get you. I call it LTV, which is just the value of the customer. But so if you were in the top 200, we had an intimate, basic discussion. I was on stage talking about the lifetime value of a customer. I treat this as a business.
I'm acquiring a new customer, kind of like if you're a retail sales, what would it cost to bring in a new restaurant member or someone who does dry cleaners or a new accountant client, right? What would you need to spend to get one more client? Basically in advertising, right? Or in time, right? We're talking about don't do anything less than your pay grade. You're talking about spending more in the back end, right? Okay, let's focus on that. So my 2 cents, there's a lot of people in here who focus on that. My thing was this, I don't do a lot of volume. And the main reason,
No, sorry, what was that?
I don't do a lot of volume. My pace is about 1.5 a day.
Yeah, I'm 30. Before the event, I was 35. You were 36.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that.
Lawrence has $1 million brain.
I know. I'm just saying that's why I'm not learning from it.
No, that's good. It's good though, you know, but the contest, the back end was butts and seats. Right? I jumped 20 spots because of butts and seats. Right? I don't do a lot of volume though. But let's talk about, you're talking about money though. If you pre-sell the frame on the front end, they'll buy a lot more on the back end.
You sell the frame. What does that mean?
So, example would be if you're dating somebody, right? And you're like, look. What I do is, you know, I'm an engineer, and I come from a good family. My parents are both still married. My sister still loves me. The girl's like, this guy comes from a pretty good family. I'm framing it. You see what I'm saying? So when that comes in, that's the in I need to start to close it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the analogy, right? That's how you close it. So in business, when you have someone go through your funnel, the more you actually put out there, you train, you give them, but you don't give them a whole enchilada. It's kind of like, you know, I mean, if you're a dude, I guess not the same, like a girl, if you just like get up all the time, there's nothing.
I see what you're saying.
So I spent a lot of time, and Sharp was saying, Sharp and Wood hit it on the head. I was making a good amount of money in another company, but he's like, dude, you're gonna burn yourself out, you'll make more money here, and they were legitimately right. And then Sharp was like, if you just focus on the back end, you'll make a lot more money.
Right.
And that's what I did, $140,000 a month.
So you tell your team, if you go all in, I'll give you my bonuses. That's what it is. Focus on the all in.
That's good. It's company. The company is, why are we here? We're all here because we're all in. Yeah.
Thank you very
Hey,
much.
if I could speak to that real quick, one of the things that we've done in our team that seems to work really well is, you know, most of us, I guess, by the way, I love that everybody here is all in. Because there's some conversations that you can have with all-in people that you can't have. So, but everybody here is all in, so we're all qualified. So there's like different forms of, there's 3 forms of marketing in this business. You got marketing to the public to generate leads. You got marketing to your list to generate sales. You've got marketing to your team to get upsells. This is where the back end of Lawrence is focused on, you know, that we're all focused on. And one of the ways we do that in our team is, you know, we have our regular weekly, we all have weekly webinars. You guys doing, you know, we all have team calls or webinars. But like I have a special, like if you're in the 15K, well, we have a special mastermind for that. And I have a special little section in our little team site that it's just, they know that if they get their 15K, they get a little something extra. A lot of times it's just a token, because we don't really teach or train anything to our team that's in the products, because I feel like that sort of devalues the product. So if you want to know what's in the 15K, buy it. And if you want, now we may mastermind about it. We may get the 15K people together, and we'll announce that to the whole team. And say, hey, 15K members get together Thursday night. We're going to go over lesson 4. Okay, and you create this, for lack of a better word, it's an us versus them kind of. You create this resistance. People don't like being left out. They feel like there's this exclusive group that's meeting. You know, on the 15K mastermind, we're going to tell those guys that the masters are meeting on Sunday. Hey, and we've got value. We got some stuff that we're going to be going over. You know, we did a live event. Sharp was gracious enough to come up back in March. We did a Friday night and Saturday. Well, actually, it was just a Saturday and a Sunday. If you weren't all in, you couldn't stay Sunday. You know, so it's. Oh, by the way, here I got to do it.
That's dirty.
That's dirty. All right, I love that. That's going to live on for years, I think. I love that. But that, guys, see, I left it on. That's the master. But I think that kind of focus on the back end, I think a lot of times it's easy to get so focused on, I got to get more leads. And why aren't more of my leads buying the basic? It's easy to get focused on those two things, but if you've got 20, there's a lady on my team, Jennifer Merrill, maybe in the room. She's been here for 46 days. She won our little contest that we did. She's made tens of thousands of dollars here. It's all back. Most of it's back in. She's got maybe personally enrolled maybe 30 or 40 people, but she's made I think like 50 or 60 grand already. Wow. That's the power of the back end. That's the power that comes from marketing to your team in a way that respects them and validates them, but also withholds value from them until they step up and do what you've done. Does that make sense?
Thank you, guys. Hey, I'm going to say one more thing to this, but it's going to be quick, okay? Because I get to see a lot of data that it's one of the only things that's like, kind of neat about owning the company is all the things I get to look at. But fortunately for all of you guys, I put that out on Facebook and stuff. I have no idea. Alarm? Got it, yeah. Just toss it over there. There was one guy that got in power that I'm aware of that brought in like a lot of people with like no upsells whatsoever. I mean, there was like none. Everybody else, it's random. Like some people will, most people will have about a third of the people buy the inner circle. They'll have about a third upgrade, and then most of the people that buy the $500 product, almost all of them buy the 15K. Right? It's just really common, and then there's another gap for the master scores. But this one guy got like nothing. I mean, it was like 25s only, right? And I was looking at this, and the truth is, I was like, what the fuck is going on, right? And I said, hey, dude, can I look at your funnels? And he had this funnel that offered like 8 million bonuses for paying $25, and it was like, it's cheap, you can just get in the front, it's $25 a month, guaranteed income, he's just breaking like every rule, and like, but not only breaking the rules, it was just stupid, because he was programming people to get in and not spend any more money at all, right? What I've seen on the flip side, right, and Vic's team, when you come in, you're expecting to get all in when you sign up. What's the difference? Huge. People will still only spend 25, but they come in with that 25 expecting that it's the second they can, they're going to buy everything. And so Vic has, because of that expectation is like 95% of it. They come in expecting to go all in. And I would challenge you, if you're not having good upsells, to look at the way that you're framing your expectation on the front end, because probably you're creating an expectation of not spending a lot of money. If that's the result that you're getting, I would just guess without looking at anything you're doing. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I'm giving a lot of bonuses for just joining.
Are you talking about how cheap it is and how it's not much money and like?
I just give private video training for anyone who joins my team, but I'm going to stop that. I'm going to go only for the people who go all in. I'm not even going to give bonuses to anyone at basic.
Right. Okay, we can talk about it later if you want to, but I would look at what you're doing on the front end if you're not getting good upgrades.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. But I will talk to you because you're in the top, so if you want to talk about it and actually have to look at what you're doing, I'm open to doing it. Yeah.
Hi, Amy Herman, and everyone. This is my third event, and I'm shaking right now because I'm absolutely in awe of every single one of you, and all of you here. And the fact that you're giving us this Q&A session is just amazing. My goal on or before the next event is to be 10,000 or more in income. However, I've said this in Chicago, and I just would love to know what 1, 2, 3 things that I should be focused on to get there, to move from halfway there to 10,000 or more.
I can say that. What do you think you need to do to get there?
Throw it back at me. One of the things I just gathered from that last answer was really focus on not giving away so much of my time for free. Do a lot of hand-holding. That has to stop. Period. End of story. That's it. And focus on dealing with people who are as committed as I am, who are as badass as I am, and are going to get all in and just be as committed as me. I'm all in this. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
That
I'd say,
really wasn't the answer I was looking for.
yeah, no. Are you having sales right now? You have sales coming in right now? Okay, cool. So I'd say focus on income-producing activities. You know, set yourself a schedule. I'm going to work these many hours, and this is my focus time. No screwing around. Income-producing, the stuff you've been hearing, you know, throughout the weekend. You know, focus on that and get laser focused. Because a lot of times we get scattered around. You know, we're checking Facebook stats, and we think we're working, and we're not. You know, what are your income-producing activities, and that's it. And that's get people to see your site. You know, and sales will follow. If you just focus on income-producing activities, you'll be there. Bottom line.
Thank you all.
And Amy, really quick, I gave a good plan of action, I believe, today. I mean, Vic is talking about the income-producing activities. Really, if you just take that formula, you blog daily, right? And then you've got to, if you're going to blog, you've got to get that blog post out where people can see it and experience your content, right? And then I even gave a strategy for how you can use Facebook, a fan page, to spread the word. Then I said, you're going to have to email your list, right? And some consistent actions, it doesn't take much, it just takes a lot of doing the same thing over and over and over.
It's the consistency. That's my issue. I do all that, but not consistent. Because I get caught up in it.
You just answered your own question.
Hi, I'm Larry Coates, Team Prosperity. And I got in February, late February, went to the Chicago. When I got in, I went to the 15K level that day, and knew that I wanted to get up to that level. I would have liked to have gone all in then, if I could afford it. I was able to stretch and go all in Chicago. And since then, I've done zero. I mean, I've done some blogging, but not consistently.